Hello. Whew. Good morning. I see that we're already doing a poll, which I love. Oh my god. I ran downstairs. Whew. Now I'm tired. Hello. I have a little breakfast sandwich. Also, you get just me today. Hanny stayed the night, and so she's hanging out with Phoebe.
Yeehaw.
Thank you. That's almost 2 years, E-Wink. I saw you had to make a new Twitter 7. I'm very sorry about that. Rip to your old Twitter. Did I say excited? Is that what I said? Oh no, I said it right. You're saying excited. Quality time with mom. So true. It's the same thing I have every day. It's just a Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage sandwich thing. But I've been making them in the panini. Because I don't know if you know this, but my main complaint was how, like, the outside was really hot, the inside wouldn't get hot enough. So I basically microwave them all the pieces kind of, like, separately. So they all get, like, to the same almost warmness. Then, like, put my little sauces and everything on. Then add extra cheese and then put them in the panini maker. They're so good. Also, the panini maker is nice because, like, you don't really have to do anything. Like, you plug it in, it gets hot in, like, 2 minutes. I spray butter on it. You don't have to, but I do. You let it do it for, like, 2 more minutes. You open it, you let it cool down, and then you just kind of, like, wipe it off with soap and water. It's super easy. The ham and cheese croissants. I've never seen ham and cheese croissants. Hello, good morning. Where do they have croissants? Where are you at? I love the ham and cheese croissants at Starbucks. I love them so much. They almost never have them, though. They're, like, always sold out. A burrito is easy to eat. Mid-Atlantic. The ocean? Lady, I'm the same way. I probably like, wipe things off. Actually, depending on the thing, because sometimes I under wipe it off, because I'm like, I would rather eat soap than whatever was left on here. And that's because I'm neurotypical. The almond croissants, what? Croissants. They have almond croissants at Trader Joe's, and I was, like, in my almond croissant era for, like, months. Delaware, D.C. My best friend lives in D.C. Do people call that the Mid-Atlantic? And then one with no ice and drink it for like 3 days. That's so smart. What's happening with my mouth? I thought you said I really want pumpkin croissant for my job. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I also want to be a pumpkin croissant. I wish I lived in the middle of the ocean. Scones, I feel like, are too hard. I feel like they're always rock hard. Okay, guys, if you could be any dessert, if you could be any, I guess, bakery item, what would you be? I think I would want to be one of those little stroop waffles that people put on top of their coffee sometimes, and some people just eat them by themselves. I meant pumpkin scone. Dutch apple pie? Specific. Probably be a kind of fudge. A little pumpkin muffin. Yummy, but not rich. It's because I forgot they existed, Laurel. Like 3 days ago, probably like a week ago, Hannah said something about her dad really liking them. And I was like, I forgot those existed. I haven't had one of those in so long. I would just eat them by themselves. What I should do is like break them into pieces and use them as like s'more, like with like s'more dip or something. I could see you as a cinnamon roll. A Pop-Tart? A Pop-Tart is a bakery item, so you're not wrong. Did you guys know you're supposed to toast them? Because I've literally never once done that. I always just eat them out of the package. If I'm on the go or tired. You don't have a toaster, Seven. Now, do you just not have one, or are there rules about it in your super old house? I guess I don't know that it's old, but I presume it's old because you have so many basement problems. Oh, I believe you. Yeah, do you guys remember the Klondike bar commercials? I used to eat them raw, but ever since toasting one, I simply cannot eat the edges without being toasted. I usually just didn't eat the edges. No, Illyria, I'm sorry. Echo, do you have small town gossip to share? Tell us more. They're expensive and I don't really have counter space right now. Oh, that's true, because then I was like, how expensive are they? A toaster's like $30. And then you were like, yeah, I don't want to spend $30 on a toaster. And I was like, so fair. If you love cookies, you don't know what Levain cookies like? The big art studio here has been ableist AF about their elevators being shut down. What? Go piss rules. And her siblings and her entire neighborhood? Listen, are you guys going to get any, like, money out of it? I may have asked you this yesterday. Is there at least, like, one benefit? Thank you. If you do !fit check, it'll have the website, but it's just fatgirlflow.com. So true. Yeah, here's what happens. Every time we have a video go, like, do really well, that one has, like, over 1 million views, I think. People who I haven't talked to since high school, like, just kind of come out of the woodwork. So, a couple of people have messaged our, like, couple of goofs account who I haven't spoken to in a long time. Now, one of them I did show choir with, and I follow him on my Insta, so I was just surprised I wasn't following him on goofs. But all the other ones were, like, people I haven't spoken to in a really long time. And nobody was snotty or anything. But everyone's like, oh my god, some person at my work showed me this video of some girl from Alabama talking about a ferret going missing, and then slapped my ass. It was you. And I was like, I know her. That's crazy. And I was like, yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, you know? Like, oh, yeah, you do know me. Kind of. Some might say you knew a version of me, but, you know, I'm not here to mince words. Disneyland Paris in November, but doesn't have his passport. So I don't think he's going to be able to go. Interesting. Laurel, when you say jumper, what do you mean? I guess if you're here, you probably mean... Actually, I don't know what you could mean. UK people say jumper and they mean a sweater. Or is it Australians who say jumper and they mean like a sweatshirt? They knew the very clearly, obviously heterosexual looking version of you. She may have had a lot of money, but she may not. But my dad said she liked to pretend to be poor, gonna inherit 15% of the inheritance. She did, however, write all 4 children out of her will because they were low to no contact. Wow. A guy next door in my neighborhood posted about his car getting egged because he wanted to know if other cars get egged or if he pissed someone off specifically. Listen, that doesn't necessarily mean much though, because if your neighborhood is anywhere close to where, like, you know, the youths hang out, next door does have some good gossip sometimes. Hey, who is this? He looks worse on the camera. He looks much worse on the camera. One of those onesie things. I don't know what they're called. Oh, like a jumpsuit? So, jumper, the reason I ask, I thought it was an everywhere thing, but I said this to Phoebe once, and they were like, what the hell are you talking about? So maybe it's a southern thing. But jumper, specifically where I'm from, is something you would probably wear. We have uniforms in public schools where I'm from. That's relevant to this story. A jumper is like, imagine overalls but with a skirt on the bottom, and they're almost always made out of plaid. So, like, you know how Catholic schools on, like, TV wear plaid skirts? It's like if plaid skirt also had, like, an overall piece. It's not really overalls. I guess it's, like, tank top shaped. And then you would wear, like, your collared shirt with, like, the school logo on it. Pinafore. Plaid jumpers. That's what jumper was for me, too. A sweater and a sweatshirt, in my opinion, I will give it. I don't know if it's true. So, like, a sweater is like my Monty Gator sweater, my Pleasing sweater, or sorry, sweatshirts. Those are both sweatshirts. So typically they're like, I don't know, like sweatshirt material is what it's called. And then, like, something's printed on it. And I feel like a sweater is, like, knitted or crocheted or, like, made of some material that exists with, like, yarn or some sort of string coming together. Does that make sense? A pinafore is like an overall dress. Oh, yeah. Is a soft but solid material. Yes. I'm glad we can all agree on these things. I'll bang my little gavel. That's what I would say. When I said jumper, so IDK was just you. I just forgot what it's called. But it's pants. No, that's so fair. I'm not judging you. I'm not jumper judging, okay? But the reason I asked is because, like, I didn't know if you were going to be like, oh, I am from Australia. I just moved to Portland. And I'd be like, that's crazy. I guess there's probably less spiders. I just call them all sweaters. You're not wrong. Everyone would know what you mean.
Did you hear a weird loud banging noise?
Just now?
Like 4 minutes ago.
No.
Okay.
But, you know, I'm a busy girl.
I love you.
I love you. No. The English language doesn't respect itself. That's so fair. That's so fair. That's so true. Isn't it nice to have a little handsome man to deliver me coffee? Just a little guy. Extremely racist, probably got the skin whitening. So from Asia, what? Echo, I forgot that you're not white. So I was really thrown for a loop for a second. It's because I get everybody whose names start with the same letter confused. Sorry. What they shouldn't do is invent more than 26 letters. That's crazy. Now she must be white, right? Based on the sentence you're saying. You know what? I'm so glad you don't have to deal with her anymore. That's so stressful. Okay. That's worse. I guess all of it's worse. I'm so sorry. Pour one out for Echo in the chat, but also pour one... What do you do when you're celebrating? Pour one in? Pour one in for Echo. Echo's grandma dying, but also pour one out because she was their grandma. You get what I'm saying. I'm trying to support you. The one time I asked my grandmother who had cancer, she had a port in her chest, could wear a sweater. My mom's reply, I know she wears sweatshirts, but I don't know about sweaters. That's so confusing. My dad had 3 beers last night in celebration. Good for him. Pour one in. I'm starting new phrases. I'm defining sweater versus sweatshirt. I'm creating new phrases. I'm Echo's new grandma. You know? Okay, no one told me that I look like a village, like, crazy girl. It's because I was thinking of Moana, I'd like to be clear. It's because all morning I've been singing, the village may think I'm crazy. That's where I got that from. I'd like to be clear. That's why I said that. Because as it came out of my mouth, I was like, if you don't know that I'm talking about the grandma from Moana, then you wouldn't know that. Thank you. Hello. Caitlin, I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. Okay, let me put on my eyeliner. And then we'll get started. I'm very excited to play more Security Breach. This morning, Phoebe, so Hannah stayed the night last night, and Hannah will be on stream, but, like, that's not her fave. We like to spread it out, you know, as a special guest. And so I don't like to make her be on stream if she, like, doesn't want to be. I do want to have her come over on a Saturday to do a Saturday book stream at some point, because Hanny is also a reader. But not right now. Anyway, we woke up and I was like, Phoebe, what are your stream thoughts? And they were like, oh, we really can't cancel. Like, we cancel all the time. And I was like, no, that's so fine. I can stream by myself. You can hang out with Hanny. And they were like, oh, really? And I was like, well, I'm really excited to play Security Breach, so. I don't know what you're talking about, Laurel. As influencers are not to talk about certain things right now due to a certain strike. But if you wanted to talk to people in the chat about it, you can. Ooh. Bought a fake plant, very cheap Christmas decorations, and a plastic pumpkin. I can't talk today. Is H-Mart a real place? I did not know it was a real place. I thought it was just from the book. I haven't read it yet, to be clear. Where is H-Mart? Oh my god, there's one in Tigard and Portland. It's a grocery store? It is. Good job, everyone. This is actually a bath mat from Target, and I bought 2 of them, and I sewed them together and stuffed them with an old pillow. It's a huge Asian grocery store. No, I was talking about the book, Crying in the H-Mart, and I haven't read it yet. It's on my list, but I do this thing where I know nothing about a book, because otherwise... I really only do it with books. With movies, I'm not as much like this, but I literally try to, like, not read a summary. If I get recommended a book, I want it to be based on, like, vibes. So I love when people are like, if you liked the Midsommar movie, you'll probably like this book. I don't have my lipstick, so I just look like this. Anyway, so I knew that H-Mart, Crying in the H-Mart had an Asian author. But I don't know what it's about. I don't want to know what it's about. I just know everyone really liked it. Anyway, no, I didn't know H-Mart was a real place. I have like 8 minutes left. What were you doing that you had to stop it for 8 minutes? Did I interrupt you? You should have texted me and said, can you start stream 8 minutes late? I have to finish my book. And I would have said, yes, bestie. I will.
Yeehaw.
Starry Jen, 20 months? We have the weirdest job. I love you guys so much. I was driving and got home and had to let the dogs out. That's so fair. The dogs could have enjoyed the audiobook. I love how everyone here is such book babes. Meanwhile, I don't know how to read. That's okay. You could get into audiobooks. They're not for everyone. They're not really for me unless I'm driving. With the twin boys. Oh, but when I say wait an hour, I'm taking a fat shit. It's not okay. Now, how long is an hour in metric time? I'd like to be clear that I'm joking. I think it's like 8 minutes for me. I'm heavily, like 58 minutes. I am on twin baby TikTok so hard. And we're not pregnant right now, but I'm always like, Phoebe, did you know that they make a baby carrier for twins? We could be talking about the book challenge. The summer reading challenge. It only has 14 more days left on it. 2 more weeks. Exhalation. Somebody 2 days ago was talking about Annihilation. I think it was the name of it. I think it was Pinless. And I still haven't read it or heard of it. Okay, if you missed the other day, this is what we found out. I would also, hang on, I'm going to bring up the Nightbot please no spoilers thing. Where's it at? Enable. Perfect. I haven't played this. I have just gotten into Five Nights at Freddy's in the last year. So I don't know what's going to happen. I am about to tell you what you missed if you weren't here the other day. So you can keep up. Basically, we found out, so Vanessa has been like the security guard trying to catch us. We're playing as a little boy. His name's Gregory, I think. And we're in the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or whatever. Pizzaplex. And we, spoiler, Freddy Fazbear is so scary. Anyway, we found out that, basically in this game, Freddy's been helping us so far. I don't know what's going to happen. He's been trying to help us, like, survive till 6 a.m. Vanessa, who is the security guard, has been trying to catch us. She did catch us. And then we found out that she is actually Vanny, who is, like, I presume another version of Bonnie. It's like a rabbit, a white rabbit. I don't know if Vanny was in something else. But there's Bonnie, who's blue, right? And then there was a white rabbit in... Yeehaw. Was it Sister Location? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Julia. That was the big reveal. We got out of that situation, and then right when we ended stream last time, it was Freddy. I wish I could be like, go back and watch. Vanny was in something else, kinda. Okay. But I was super shocked. I told Phoebe they should make it into a TikTok. And it won't do well, but I want to have it as a memory when I found out. And then 3 minutes later, Phoebe came in and I said, I just learned something about Vanessa. This is the first time we've seen Vanny out of the games we've played. Thank you. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, anyway, the last, like, cutscene before where we're at is we found Freddy Fazbear, like, lying on the ground and he's, like, glitching. And he's like, you got to get me down to parts and services. There's a lot happening. We've only seen Chica once. I watched a weird little Christian man explain FNAF and I still don't get it. I'm not sure what joke you're making. I also, hey, we have to have a chat. Okay, I'm zooming in. I think I'm going to buy those. I think I'm going to buy the Five Nights at Freddy's lore books from someone on Depop. Here's what happened. In the last year, I've like slowly gotten into Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god, it's not about that, Illyria. Thank you. Here is why I was hesitant to do it and why I am hesitant to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's any place besides here on stream. The reason I didn't want to get into it before is because the only other people I knew who were into Five Nights at Freddy's, based on like the things I had seen about it, I'm not saying this is true, my impression was that it was only for like 10 to 12-year-old boys to be like really, really, really into it. And then like adult men who are like, I played those games and like the concept is cool, but like I hate the guy who made them and I hate the way that they're made. And like I want, you know, I think they're stupid, but let me like explain to you every single bit of lore. And I was like, I would like to be a casual fan and learn things as I go. Oh my God, I'm not worried about obtaining them. Adult men love to hate the things they enjoy. Yes. Thank you. And so I was like, I'm not going to get into Five Nights at Freddy's. It seems like everyone who's really into it that's an adult is like mean about it for some reason. Anyway, and now it turns out there's a lot of regular gay people who are into it casually. So I think I'm gonna get the books and learn some of the lore myself, but slowly at my own pace. Like, I'm not turning it into like a hyperfixation. It's like a normal fixation, I would say, right now. A lot of people dislike the creator. What I'll say is I don't know anything about him and I'd like to remain that way. As I hate learning things. We're not learning things anymore. Okay. We saved our spot. Let's see. What does he want us to do? Find backstage pass in rehearsal space. Find the loading dock. Find backstage pass in the rehearsal room. Oh my God. Okay, let's go. I'm sure this is going to go well. There's no room for casual enjoyers. Liz, thank you. Okay, I'm going to go look at Freddy, and if he screams, I'm sorry. If you're not a scary person, like someone who's into horror content, I do try to warn everyone when I think there's going to be a jump scare. Freddy. Sorry, I took a... I know he doesn't want to remember him lying on the ground, but... I just want to, you know, after he fully recovers, I want him to see how far he came. Me and my partner are also Fruity casual fans. Mostly because I watch Lord's YouTube videos and playthroughs. Yeah. Okay, behind the rehearsal space. Let's look at our map. Oh, hey. Here's stairs. Did I come down these stairs? I did, didn't I? You took a picture of him in his worst moment. You know, this map would be helpful if anything was labeled. I'll be like, Freddy, remember when you were on the ground and you were having a horrible time? And now you're so much better, my man. Is this like fun 90s carpet? I want this place to be real so bad. You could never understand how much I wish it was real. Where'd the flashlight come from? Okay, so... Alright, there's no getting out of here this way. Remember when you were having an episode? It turns out Freddy just didn't take his SSRI this morning. And now he's on the ground. Very sad. Okay, this is backstage staff only. This is where I save my spot. Did I charge my flashlight? Oh, I can go through here. That seems promising. Now I'm scared. Freddy, is this where I'm supposed to go? How am I supposed to know? You think they'll let me drive a forklift? The answer's no. Gregory, you're only 11. Okay. Wait, am I Freddy? A single bubba partially legalized. Oh no. Where is she? I don't think you're forklift certified. Now, here's the thing about me playing this game is me playing any of the games actually, I know you're supposed to use your cameras a lot and I don't. I use the cameras only when absolutely fucking necessary. And otherwise, I'm like, let's just go this way. Okay, that's a robot. Oh my god. I see her. She's way over there. Y'all see any hiding spaces? Just like, no reason. If I could just hide in the dark. To be honest, this game's cameras are kind of useless. Okay, thank you, because that's how I feel. Because they're not really, like, they are labeled, but, like, not well, you know?
I bet I'm your favorite.
Oh my god, okay, I hear her. Hello, welcome, Ghost Boy. Sorry you have to blow so much. Sorry you're having to do so much blowing.
I bet you don't even have.
Roxy's so mean! Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do except maybe go around this. That's gotta be what I'm supposed to do. Okay, here we go.
Hey kid, come on out. We're only trying to help.
Can I bully chat into picking a fig for based on the title? Like, you think they shouldn't do that, or you think they should? Is my girlfriend. Please don't disrespect her. Okay, so where can I hide? Let me hide back here. Oh, maybe I did. This is not very cash money of you.
You are nothing.
Okay, so Roxy, I want chat to pick a fig for me.
Are you hungry?
Oh my god, my little heartbeat's going. Yeah, do a poll, do a poll. I don't know what they want me to do. Let's look at our useless cameras. Okay, there's that. Perfect. That looks good. Oh, good. Nothing. Give me nothing. Roxy's not a girl's girl. You're so right. What's with these horrible cameras? Okay, and where am I? I'm on the other side of this, for sure. I definitely don't know where I am. Perfect. Oh, I see. Oh, no.
I heard that.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't warn anyone. Nothing to see here. Yeah, why didn't they give... Freddy's like, I'm gonna help you. He could have just given me a disguise. You put a little mustache on Gregory. Just pretend he is a very short, grown man. And they'll be like, perfect. Seems believable to me. One of the titles is too long. Do it based on vibes. Alright, well now we know I can walk this way. Oh, I walked the wrong way. I'm sorry about that, Freddy. Sorry. Stay right there. Don't move. I'll go get help. Who built this place? Like, why would you build it like this? Is this poop?
Lost?
Oh, no. I also love the hard hat area. Steal Vanessa's costume. Yeah. I'll be like, I was just hired. I know I look 11, but I'm just really short.
Yeehaw.
Thank you, Hailstorm. They are porta potties. You're telling me that this place can afford multiple pieces to the animatronics, but they can't afford a real bathroom? I gotta wait till this guy goes somewhere else, I think. Oh, no, that was right. That was the right time to do that. Hello. I'm glad that you're here. Hailstorm, I can't talk. Oh. I'm gonna go with Quench. Yeah, I'm thinking it's Quench. I wish this one had a rewind. The construction workers who work inside the building have to piss in a fake toilet, not the real ones. Yeah. They're like, the real toilets are for our customers.
Don't be scared.
Perfect. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. That's a very long title. Is that typical? This is why we strike. We're bringing down Fazbear Incorporated. And you're right, and you should say it. Roxy loves to be scary. She lives to be scary. She's my least favorite. I know a lot of people like her. And I'm happy for you. But how could she possibly be my favorite? Oh, no. I'm getting got. I'm sorry. It's going to scream. Okay, just do it. There you go. She keeps saying, don't be scared. I'm trying my best. The Faz employees need to Faz unionize. What they should do, is make it, make like a, what do they call it when it's like temporary, like a pop-up? What I want is for them to find like a pop-up place in Portland, which is a major city, and have like a Freddy Fazbear like tiny restaurant. She gets a little overstimulated.
Are you lost?
Monty's your least favorite? That's fair and an opinion you're allowed to have. But you're wrong. How can you hate him? He's just a cool guy. He just wears sunglasses and be cute. That's all he know how to do. No fear. Hey, my camera guy sucks. I don't respect him. He hurt my boy. That's fair. Oh, you're so right. That would be so cute. Okay, so I should wait for this man to turn around, maybe? I got the same thing I get what? I got the same drink I get every time, which is a sweater weather with oat milk. So it's like chai, white chocolate. I added pumpkin to it, white coffee, and something else that's like white, chocolatey, white coffee. Okay, let me in, let me in. How do I jump? Oh, I can. Perfect. The Valley Girl Chica lines they cut from the game? What? No. My name is Morgan and my pronouns are she, her. If you'd like to share your name and your pronouns in the chat, you can. But you don't have to.
You can't hide forever.
I can, Roxy. Watch me. I live here now.
Hey kid, come on out. We're only trying to help.
She's right behind me, isn't she? Oh, good. Perfect. I totally have another plan, so that's good. They in a very lowercase way. I will ask for help if I need it, Casey. Thank you, though. I appreciate knowing somebody knows. One thing about me, I never know where I'm supposed to go. Okay, it's gotta be that I'm supposed to be on the other side. Oh, I don't think I'm... hello? Oh, okay, good. If you use she for me, you have to kiss my forehead about it first. I think that's actually a fair rule. She, they, he, if we're homies. I love all the trans people in my chat who have fun little explanations.
I bet I'm your favorite.
Roxy, you're my least favorite.
You are nothing.
Oh, no.
Are you lost?
Press Y to hide. Perfect. I'd love to hide. Thank you. Like, only the girls I'm kissing can call me she.
I can help.
Okay, so I am somewhere. Perfect. Don't know where I am. I'm very lost. Please. Show me where I should go, my girl. Okay, this must be the hallway I'm in. I forgot my mission again. Find a backstage pass in the rehearsal room. Now, Freddy, why didn't you just give me like an all-access pass? That's what I want to know. Okay, I must be in one of these lockers.
Are you hungry?
Now, she hasn't come down this hallway yet, unless they start changing her pattern now that I'm in here. Aren't you his VIP? Yeah. Aren't I his superstar? The whole game is finding passes, literally. It's like, okay, have you considered giving me a better one? I wouldn't have to keep searching all the time? Have you thought about that? Oh no, rude. I'm literally still crouching. I probably should, though. Oh, no. Here he comes. Here he comes. Thank you. Five Nights at Freddy's Oops All passes. It seems like Roxy's only friends are her coworkers, so who the fuck is a loser now, Roxy? Now, where am I? Oh, I'm right here. And then he goes right past me. This seems bad. This seems bad. Let me hide somewhere. Okay, that was actually... That was sad for him. Okay. All right. One more time. Perfect. And we're out. Wrong way, wrong way. This way, this way. Come on. Now, I don't know what we're supposed to do, so let's just do our best and probably get caught. Oh, perfect. Good job. Great job, everyone. That's me. I'm in that little barrel. He turn around. He go this way. Perfect. This way. Okay, this is a room that means nothing. Amazing. I don't know what room I'm in, so that's good. Let's try now. Oh, let's not. Now I don't know where he is. Let's look around in here for a second. Who opened the door? Okay, good. There's nothing of use in here. What's on the ground? Is that a lollipop? It is. No, back up, back up. No, I'm not here. Where the fuck is my door? Okay. That's not fair. Hang on, there's something stuck to my sock. And now there's a hole in it. Perfect. How'd she get there so fast? Number one. How the fuck did she make it all the way over there? All right. And this time we're gonna do it for real.
Are you lost?
Roxy, come on, baby. We do the same song and dance. Aren't you ready for something different? She was getting revenge for the... Do you think we could do it? What if I literally just run? Bad idea. It's already a bad idea. I'm gonna sneak less, though. I am gonna sneak less this time, because I think I know everyone's, like, little patterns, at least at this beginning part.
I bet I'm your favorite.
Okay. She's gonna scream.
You can't hide forever.
Is she not gonna scream? Maybe she is? I don't know. She might scream in a minute. We'll find out, I guess. All right, okay. don't think she can find you. Roxy has been the one that we have the most, like... I don't even know if they're glitches. Maybe she's just bad at looking? She's definitely the one we've had the most, like... I'm right in front of her and she can't see me. I think we're all forgetting that Roxy's very stupid. Listen, and I'm happy for her. Okay, finally. Fuck, here he comes. Is he done? That was fast. I think she's the most broken out of all of them. Damn, aren't we all? Okay, what fucking thing am I on? Where am I? Oh, is this one me? This one's me. I'm in this tiny little cart right there. God forbid a woman be a little stupid. Hey, no, she can be stupid, that's fine. The characters love to look you in the eyes then enter another dimension. That's so true. And it's fine, but like... Right, backing it up, backing it up. Too late? What if I just be small here? It's too late. Okay, she's gonna come over, she's gonna scream. Alright. Thank you, they're for fall. I'm also doing my roots tonight, so everyone say goodbye to my little brown roots. They'll be blonde. And then hopefully pink. Hopefully we can do both today, but we'll see. Okay, I'm getting so tired of this beginning part. I didn't even know we made a dying video. When did we do that? So we're twinsies. Was it one of the streams?
Are you lost?
Oh, we also did it at the cabin. Oh, okay. Oh my god, why does it get stopped here every time? I just want to ask the people who make the games. You should have taken 2 extra years to make it not like this. She's literally just a girl. She is just a girl. Alright, alright. And this time we'll do it right. This time we'll do it good.
Are you lost?
Cute.
Hey kid, come on out. We're only trying to help.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing with like anytime you're doing like blonde or anything light is like your roots really start to show very easily. You know? That's the name of the game. Alright. This time for real.
You are nothing.
She's so mean. Hello, Katie. Welcome. All she do is yell and be mean. Okay, Roxy, name one hobby that you have. You can't. You don't have any hobbies. Only be mean to children. So true. Okay, come on, little robot. I know you're on your way over here. That's true. Being mean and insecure. Classic. Classic high school bully. Name every car. Alright, in I go. I'm sure some moms are cool. Okay, why do they keep starting me on this when I can't see anything? Why would I want to start on that camera? Also, these cameras are like, they're blinky, you know what I mean? And I get what they're going for, but like, and I don't have the kind of thing where like seizures can be induced, but like, is this safe? Like, for them to do it like this? Okay, this is the one I think I'm supposed to hide in the next time. Average middle school girl hobbies. Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm in this one a long time. Middle school is hard. I support them. What are the settings like? I don't know. That's a great question. Good. Don't look at me. Okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to hide from this guy. Other than going back to here. Okay. Maybe I hide anyway. Let's see what happens.
I heard that.
Do you think she'll leave? Nothing to see. I'm just a boy in a cart. Okay, I mean, she's gone, I guess. She's so obsessed with you, it's crazy. It is. Roxy, don't you have literally anything better to do? What are they paying you? What's your rate? I really, There's gotta be something else past that other robot. Okay, not the robot closest to us, but further in the distance. Hopefully you can see him. That's who I don't know how to get past. Okay, here's this robot. Roxy just loves cops, I can tell. You're right. Like, can I hide in those lockers? This guy has a long path. Okay. What the fuck am I looking at? Hey, what's happening? This can't be what's supposed to happen. Where am I? What? Hey, the security breach back rooms. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll just do the entire thing over. You guys saw that, right? Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Thunderdome. That's probably not supposed to happen, right? I cannot believe... Also, I'm on the same floor. To be clear, I've gone up no stairs this entire time. Like, this whole section. So, Echo, baby, you gotta charge your phone. I'll be speaking to your assistant about this. You have to be really good at the game to get it. I cannot believe that happened. That was... truly cuckoo bananas.
I bet you don't even have friends.
Boo. The sending children through the floor guy is earning his paycheck today. I guess. Boo.
Nobody will miss you.
My tattoo hasn't started itching yet, which is great, but it is like, it's healing, you know what I mean?
Are you?
It's a little...
You can't hide forever.
Oh no, fuck. Run faster, you idiot! Hide.
Keep searching.
I'm sure it's too
He
late.
can't hide forever.
Oh!
You are nothing.
Okay, when did she learn to open doors? Occupied. Miss Ma'am. I cannot believe I hopped out of that fucking cart into another dimension. They're okay. I mean, I get they're bad. She said sniff, sniff, there you are. Why would you love glitch hunting? I love my game works as it is intended to. What does this say? Okay, I thought it would be something fun. It's not. Beeper cut off part of their knuckle when they were making pumpkin muffins like 3 days ago.
Are you lost?
It, I think, hurts worse than it looks. Because it looks pretty small. But it's clearly really bothering them. It's really tiny. Did they put olfactory nerves? You're right! How can a robot smell? I'm getting real tired of this, Grandpa. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely hurts. They've been putting, I don't know, like ointment on it and stuff.
I can help.
Tiny cuts is the deepest. That's so true.
Hey kid, come on out. We're only trying to help.
I'm gonna have all of hers memorized. She's in so much of this. No, no, no.
You can't hide forever.
Okay, she's gonna scream. She's... maybe not. I'm more partial to Panera, but it's because I don't like Dairy Queen that much. The knuckle did not go in the muffins. Okay, I guess I'll wait here till the robot comes back again. Does his little sweep. It's because he does 2 sweeps, and I don't think he does. Okay. Do I get mac and cheese or Blizzard? It would be really sad if the knuckle made it into the muffins. My favorite's actually your mom. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish they'd put, like, anyone else on patrol. I think Vanny's really interesting. Because she, like, walks around in slow motion. Wait, can I go all the way to this one, do you think? Let's try it. Nice. Good job, everyone. Okay. Here we are. I'm in this further one. Okay, let's see if we end up in back rooms. So I must be supposed to hide from this guy in this room? Oh no, there's one right here. Oh yeah, and then I went in that one, which was a mistake. Or the right thing to do. It's just pre-winter to me. Oh no, here he comes. He's back. Fuck, let me in. Everyone share their soup escapades in the Discord. Okay, now I gotta... Okay, alright. And we're gonna figure it out together. There, that guy goes by. Here he comes again. Oh, it's right here. No. Oh my god. Okay. Whew, 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 whew. No, no, no! Please don't see me. I love the way your hand goes through the bin.
Nobody will miss you.
No, not only mods can use it. I'm sorry, she screamed. Thank you. Anybody can join the Discord. Anybody can join the Discord. Only mods can do the exclamation point. And it's because when people raid and bring new people in, I know in other communities they'll immediately be like, join our Discord. But because we have so many like trans and autistic and like otherwise folks, I like for people to like be in chat for a little bit before they get the link to the Discord. Just so they can like get the vibes, you know. Oh my god, okay. And this time we'll do it for real.
Are you lost?
Roxy, I swear. Welcome in, Myth. We're doing our best to live, but it's not going well. I've been playing for 40 minutes, and I haven't gotten any further, really, so...
I bet you don't even have.
Write that fucking down.
I heard that.
You didn't. Thank you. Oh, I mean, I do want people to, like... I think the other thing is it's not always, like, that someone needs to be chatting for a long time, if that makes sense. Okay, so I was hidden. How are you finding me if I am hidden?
You can't hide forever.
I don't understand the rules of this game. How can I suddenly not be hidden in a spot where I've hidden for 30 times now? I fucking guess. Okay, oh my god. It feels like it's literally just me that forgets. Yeah, no. It's not just you. I feel like everyone forgets, which, like, I'm never, like, annoyed by it because, like, it makes sense that you're like, oh, I'm gonna help. Okay, so somebody just got coffee all over their hand. Interesting. Okay, now, where is the robot? Tell me where the robot is. Oh, that makes sense. I did forget to kiss Freddy. Freddy? He's made of fettuccine. He is a bear made of noodles. Freddy Fazbear, maybe you've heard of him. Definitely not you. No. Me? I am coordinated and cool. So I would never do that. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, there's a hair on my head. There's a hair on my face. I mean, there's several hairs on my head. Okay, and there is another spot to hide. And I remember where it is, so don't worry. It's this creepy room. New name for Mr. Fazbear. Fuck. Be faster. There I am in my little cart. Oh, wait, I forgot. This one I can see him, I think. Okay, there he goes. Now, I've just remembered I don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. I think this way is the way I want to go.
Are you lost?
So true. How accurate do you think it is to the ways of an alligator? No, wrong button. Hop out, you freaking tool. Oh no, is this the wrong way? It is. Fuck. Okay, now I'm back again. Listen, the kids that are in school now, have they seen Shrek? Because it's 22 years old now. I do the clapping one for shave and a haircut. That's cute. Classic. A tune can't resist it. Thank you, Seven. I mean, it is literally a classic. Oh my god. Bro, hop in, bro. Fuck! A lot of them have older siblings that make them.
I heard that.
How much older? I'll put Shrek on in Spanish. I'm not afraid. Okay, let's look at the cameras that aren't helpful. Okay, there I am. I'm in that little basket. Oh, you can see the top of my little